Hello, everyone out there in the internets. My name is Travis Robbins, if you don't know me, and I'm on a call today with Dr. Nick Horowski, and we're going to talk to you guys about our 30-day Evolved Health solution. So, some of you have heard about this from friends, family members. Some of you have heard about it from us, and we just want to kind of clear up some questions that you might have. Talk about some results actually that we've gotten from some other people that have gone through the program, and just kind of generalize everything that all questions you might have about the program. So, Nick, who is this program designed for? Like, who would really benefit from a program like this?
Now, the biggest thing is because we see, like, in the clinic all the time, like, hey, what do I need to eat? Like, what do I need to do? And this is really, that's why we called it the solution, because we've taken what's worked for us. We've, again, run this on a few test groups now and got awesome results. And this is for somebody who's looking for that solution. Like, hey, spell it out for me. Like, we want to educate you along the way, but we want to kind of give it so that it's as straightforward as possible. Take the guesswork out of it. And if you've tried things in the past, like, that's the thing. We talk about, even before we got on here, we're talking like people have tried like the paleo diet. They've tried high fat. They've tried low carb. They've tried vegetarian. They've tried all these things, but it doesn't work because they haven't just found that solution for them. And that's where with testing, we've been running this through with more and more people. So it's, if you're just looking for that, okay, here is almost like that what do I need? Here it is. It's laid out for you. That's what it's for. It's for answering all of the confusion out there about all of these other things that, well, might work for a little bit but don't seem to work in the long run. And that's what it's really for, is to give that clarity on it.
Okay, so if somebody's interested in learning about what health is, how to improve it, then they should keep listening. If you're not interested in improving your health, then I guess you can knock off right now. So okay, so now we know who's interested. Why don't we talk a little bit more about what the program actually is?
Right. I mean, I have overview here a ton of different things. I mean, the basics, elimination of 5 specific foods. Why? Because these are ones that are the most problematic that we have found, both in ourselves, in clients, in the research, all of the above. So that's the basic, most basic part of it. Get rid of these 5 foods. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna look better. I mean, just all of these things. You're gonna sleep better. Are gonna really come into play for you. But what else is it? Uh, Come up with daily emails, daily coaching emails to give you little quick tips along the way, but how to make things easier. Is you're looking, okay, well, I still don't know where to get some of this food. Well, we're going to show you where to get it. If you don't know what to cook it in, we're going to show you what to cook it in. That's what it's about. It's about making this easier and about making this change over 30 days. So it's not just these 30 days, so that it's for the rest of your life that you can stay healthy. But we've also developed like a meal replacement. Make it simple. Like, yeah, there's a time and point to eat whole foods at every meal, but then sometimes it's just easier to have that quick shake in the morning. You're ready to go, but you get a ton of nutrition in it. What else? I mean, step by step trackers that we've outlined to show you how to eat, like how you can track the food that you've eaten, how you can track the water that you drink on a daily basis, and all of these things are already packaged together, bundled together, so that you get them 30 days. Here it is.
Got it. Okay, so we talked about the elimination foods. So
Right.
what foods are we eliminating so that people know what they would have to take out of their diet?
Absolutely. So there's soy, there's dairy, grains, alcohol, and industrial seed oils. Now, are all of these necessarily a bad thing that you can never have? No. But the point is, these are the most common offenders, the ones that people will have the problems with the most. So it's easier to get rid of them. You can always introduce them back in. I've introduced some of them back in. I don't necessarily always do so, but I know how my body reacts to it. And I know how a lot of people's bodies react to it. So that's where you get rid of them, then you can see what happens with your body. There are other ones like the industrial seed oils where, hey, these PUFAs, these dirty fats, basically, just need to get tossed out the window. And this is the easiest way to do it. Learn what fats to cook in. Learn what fats to make dressings with. That's where we're going to outline it all for you. We're going to give you the recipes. We're going to give you the shopping lists even week by week, so you don't even have to think, oh, just look at the recipe and figure it out. No, everything is spelled out there.
Okay. So now people have an idea of what the program is. People have an idea of who is appropriate for it. So last thing, like, why should you listen to us? There's so much information out there, right? If you went and Googled any of the topics that we talked about in this call, you'd find tons of information out there. So why should you listen to us?
Well, first of all, just look at us. I mean, pretty healthy. That speaks for itself right there. I'm not trying to say I'm the healthiest person on the planet or anything. No, but I'm happy. I'm healthy. I know what I'm putting in my body is good stuff. I know that everybody I've done this with has had success in some way, shape, or form. Uh, that's right there. Other things, looked at the research. We've both read, we've both listened, we've both attended. I mean, traveled the world like learning about this stuff from people that know even more than us. I mean, they're more educated, and these things, these same talking points, these same eliminations, keep coming up over and over and over. And really, we've seen it in ourselves. We've seen it in all of these other people. I mean, look at the testimonials. Like, they're speaking for themselves. The way people are just getting healthy, and like you can see it in their face and their smiles and just in their bodies, the way they look, and you know that it's true. So that's the why. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Just look at everybody, and you can see it. You can feel it.
So someone that's watching this right now, like, yeah, I've heard health guys before. I've seen them on TV. I've seen them on the internet. Someone that's sitting there and saying, is this the right decision for me? What would you tell that person that's trying to decide, well, I know I got to do something about my health. I know I'm not healthy for any number of reasons. What is the thing that you would tell them to get them to say, okay, today's the day that I decide to make a change?
Why is today the day? Because you're not going to get any healthier just doing what you're doing now. If it's not working for you, try something different. Now, is it always going to be our program? Maybe it's not. But I like to believe that it's really worked for the people that have been trying it so far. The people that have been involved with it, they've seen results. Now, you have to find, though, what is that motivation? If you have that motivation to get healthy, this is going to work for you, because the elimination is going to be easy. If you know that you want to have your joints feeling better, you want to have mental clarity, you want your sleep to just be rock solid, you want to have the energy like when you're 20. I mean, all of these things, just get your strength back, and that's what it's about. Like, the motivation will come, and it makes it easy to do an elimination for 30 days, for the next 30 years. It doesn't matter. So for those people that are wondering, like, well, is this really for me? I mean, if you want something greater than yourself, if you want to be able to play with your kids, your grandkids, if you want to be able to go to work every day and breeze through it because your energy is there, like, you are spot on, all of these things, like, you just enjoy life, well, this is going to be what you want. This is going to give you that. This is just going to help exude health for you, and in a very simple, like, laid out manner that's already step by step where you need to go with it.
All right, last question. For someone who's also kind of deciding what if they want to do this, like, what's involved? Am I going to have to spend 2 hours a day kind of prepping food? Am I going to have to go to special sections of the grocery store? Like, what is it? If I'm a person that's trying to do the program, what are things that I should know that I have to make in terms of changes, or what's involved from me on a day-to-day basis?
Well, we talked about the food elimination, so getting rid of those foods. The other thing, if you're already cooking any meals whatsoever, you're not really going to have to change that much, because you're going to already have the grocery lists for you. You're going to have all the recipes there. So all it's going to be is swapping out what you've been eating or what you've been cooking for these recipes. So it's pretty simple from that standpoint. You have to just make sure you're drinking your half your body weight in ounces of water, because again, when there's an elimination of foods, you still need to be flushing all the toxins. You still need to stay hydrated. So if you're not doing that, that's not really much of a time commitment. I mean, I have a water bottle right here. I can just grab it, take a sip even while we're talking, and it's not really adding anything extra to my day. The only thing would be if you aren't cooking whatsoever, which if you're not cooking anything for yourself as it is, you're probably going to need to make some pretty serious changes. And this is going to be a great way to start, because everything already would be laid out for you, again, with the recipes. And asking, like, Do I need to go to special sections of the grocery store? I mean, we're going to tell you where to find stuff. Like, whether it be the grocery store, we can give you links to find a farmer's market in your area. If you want to go to a health food store, I mean, you can do it with all of the above, but you don't have to go to a farmer's market. If you're just going to your regular supermarket or your grocery store, they're going to have everything there for you. It's not going to be some dramatic shift that you have to make.
Okay, we've been on long enough. If you guys have any questions for us, we're obviously open to any questions that you have. We're going to leave our email information so you can get a hold of us to ask us questions. And you're also going to get some more information in the future from us and testimonials from people who've gone through the program, which I think is really important because we can get here and say this thing is awesome, but it doesn't say as much as when someone else who's gone through the program that has seen the changes that we've talked about. It's not until you see that you really appreciate what this program can do for you. So if you guys have any questions, contact us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Nick.